Well, Record of Early English Drama Northeast is a massive international project to collect any evidence pertaining to drama, dance, music, religious and secular entertainment in England's Northeast. So we are trying to collect these documents, transcribe and edit them and publish them, and also evaluate them.
The history of church performance within church and outside church is one of the exciting things we've discovered, because it includes what we think is the oldest known play from the British Isles of any kind, which is The Harrowing of Hell, which may have been written at Lindisfarne in the 8th century. Then there's an original play written by the Prior of Durham called The Peregrini, or The Pilgrims, written by Lawrence of Durham about 1150, which is very much the finest play of the Easter Monday kind that survives anywhere in Europe. I think it's important to carry on this research as far as possible, partly for the sheer scientific curiosity of it, but also because it is an example of what's nowadays called intangible heritage. Now, Durham, of course, is a World Heritage Site, but you don't really bring that alive unless you can point to the things that were done in the historical past.
Well, primarily I've been looking at the accounts from the Priory, from Durham Cathedral nowadays, but originally a Benedictine Priory, which are substantial. There's a lot of material in there about what was bought, what was paid for, what sort of entertainments, what sort of food, what sort of minstrels and musicians. So there's a lot of material there for us to work with. Now, the Hog Roll is the earliest manuscript of something called the Rites of Durham, which is a lament written by a Catholic sometime after 1593. And he was probably a young man working in the Priory, and he's remembering. He's trying to write down all of those things that he can remember and talking about what ceremonies happened where, what people were wearing, what ornaments were there, things like that.
So the Simpson Players were based in Acton in North Yorkshire, and they were touring the northern parts of Yorkshire from the late 16th century until well into the 17th century. We have a particularly interesting case where they interpolated within a play of Saint Christopher a short humorous interlude in which a Catholic priest and a Protestant minister appear on stage, and they have a disputation. The Protestant minister gets carried off stage by the devils, and there's fireworks, and so it's very exciting. And the audience watching this were laughing and applauding to this. And this was serious. This was subversive. This was religion on stage.
For any researcher of historical drama, a burning question is, what does something look like in performance? So we are particularly interested in theatre as it jumps off the page and becomes a performed reality with real people. Our research has a real link to the here and now and the future, because we don't want to preserve documents just for their own sake. We also want the public to work with them and to understand what they mean. We want our research to jump out of the archive and onto the stage.